G'day YouTube, welcome back, 1MJ here. Well, I was going to do this video a little bit later, but literally just in the last few minutes, Bitcoin has had another breakout. So this is probably 10 minutes ago, Bitcoin was sitting under this sort of, this longer trend line here. It's still a short-term trend line, but it was sitting right around here, and I was about to make a video saying, just beware, we might bounce off this and come back down. And it's actually broken through. So it was just under 11,100. I think it was like 11,080 something dollars. And now we can see it's punched right through and it's gone to 11,300. So I am expecting that this will continue possibly across this weekend. I think we're going to come up and test the $12,000 level in the not too distant future. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there couldn't be a pullback, but I just think this is going to continue. I think there's going to be some more big moves, but I'm always wary of a bit of a market retrace. So it is the weekend, and traditionally Bitcoin and the markets will sell off a bit over the weekend. Now, that hasn't happened at the moment. We've just now had sort of 3 days in a row where it's just pumped. So I'm just a little bit cautious. I was about to buy a few things only like an hour ago, and I didn't, and I'm sort of somewhat kicking myself at the moment because I could have been on, a bit of a decent pump right there. But anyway, that's life. I'll just have that money sitting on the side for another time. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly get this out. Obviously, Bitcoin breaking out. I honestly think we're going up to pretty close to the $12,000 mark. I don't think it's going to take us too long to get back up here. I don't think that's going to happen today, but I think it might happen by sort of, let's say Tuesday, Wednesday. But we may have a day where it pulls back a little bit. So let's say we get up to, 11,700 tomorrow. I think we probably drop back down to nearly 11,000, sort of, 100, 200-ish. And then we start to make that move back up, and we start to test the $12,000 level and that $12,500 level. So good things afoot, but just, buyer beware. This could be a little bit of a fake out. We don't usually have too many green days in a row before we have a red day. So, we can see over here, 1, 2, 3, and then a couple of red. 1, 2, 3, a red. 1, 2, 3, a big red. So you just have to kind of go back and have a look. You're generally not going to have too many green days before you have a red day. And now we have had 4 green days in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am suspecting that we're probably going to have a red candle, and this might even still turn into a red candle. I wouldn't be surprised if before this day is over, this turns red and we maybe come back down and sort of test the $10,500, $10,800 level. So again, sort of a roundabout back here. We can see there's a bit of confirmation. We've been here before, and even just here. Now again, I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. Just be careful, be mindful that, you're not going to have, endless green candles, especially on the daily, one after the other. You can have hours of green candles, you go in minutes of green candles and all the rest of it. That's absolutely possible. But on the daily, no, you're generally not going to have too many in a row. Like if we zoom right out and we go back to when we're in that last big bull run, hopefully this won't take too long to load. And we can have a look at it. Here we go. So this is right towards the end of the cycle. This is when it was going parabolic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, red. So there we go. That's when it's going like absolutely parabolic. You're going to get 8 red candles. And then you're going to have a couple of red. And don't get me wrong, it still kept going up. And we could probably go back to here. Yeah, there's even less. So, 8 red candles is, the most we've probably seen for a while. But generally, it's sort of 3 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that is... Yeah, that's 4 red. Go over here and have a look. 1, 2, 3 red. 1, 2, 3, 4 red. So there we go. So my gut feeling is we're going to have a pullback in the very near future. Possibly tomorrow, possibly the day after. So sorry, just get back over here. Now don't get me wrong, this is looking great. But I think there's probably going to be a red candle. Now, whether it's going to be a really big red candle or not, I don't know. But the good thing is at the moment, we've broken this sort of longer downward trend line. We already broke through this short one, which was really good. And now we've broken through this longer one. I think if not tomorrow, maybe Monday we might have a bit of a red candle. We'll have to wait and see. I would say that there's probably going to be a CME gap in here somewhere, because this has happened over the weekend, and then we'll probably come back and close that CME gap fairly quickly. Where exactly that CME gap is, I don't know, because this day isn't over just yet. We'll have to wait and see. But if this turns green and then we have another one tomorrow that's sort of green, I think we'll definitely come back and cover these gaps fairly quickly. But I think they'll sort of be around the $11,000, $10,500 level. But time will tell. Let's quickly go over a look at the market cap. So it's already showing here. Let's get a quick refresh. So 359 it was there, 366, right. Pumped right through it. So there we go. We're starting to push back up to that $400 billion mark again. So this is really good. Now it's going to take a while for us to get there. And again, look at all the green. It's just green everywhere. I think tomorrow or Monday, there's definitely going to be a fairly substantial correction. And I think you'll see, high single digit and a couple of low double digit retracements on a number of these things. 8% in 7 days is really good for Bitcoin though. I think we'll probably lose a few percent off that. And let's have a look. What's moved the most in the last 24 hours? So I think UMA will have a big pullback for sure. So if you're into UMA, or UMA, whatever, it's going to pull back. I'm almost 100% confident of that. So Yearn Finance had a pretty good pump. It's still down 10% in the last 7 days, so that might not pull back as much because it's still down. Aave, there we go. That'll have a bit of a pullback. Synthetics Network, again, it's still down over the 7 days, so we'll have to wait and see. And even Aave, I suppose they're still down over 7 days. But anyway, if it doesn't happen today, I think it's definitely going to happen tomorrow, that we're going to have a red day. So I don't think it's all going to fall over. I don't think this is basically a fake out. I don't think we're going to, get to whatever it is and then start to come back down and test this line. I just don't see that happening. I think there's too much sort of bullish sentiment in the market. And let's go and have a look. But it's because of the bullish sentiment that I am a little bit nervous at the moment. So it's probably getting a little bit on the greed side at the moment, and that's generally when you're going to see a pullback. Still a little bit neutral, but leaning towards the more bullish side. And if today closes fairly well, I think tomorrow, I see this kind of more reaching around here, and then I think we're going to see a sell-off, and we'll quickly come back to this side for a little while. So that's my prediction. I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. There's generally not a whole lot of crypto news over the weekend, but this is a great breakout that literally has only happened in the last sort of few minutes. But just prepare. There's going to be a red candle day, and it still may even be today. And if it's not today, then it's going to be tomorrow, sort of Sunday. I think we'll probably see a bit of a red candle, or Monday, one or the other. We're not going to have too many green days in a row. All right, stay safe. Be kind to one another. Hit that like button down below and subscribe. Let me know if you think we're going to have a red day in the next sort of 24, 48 hours. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. And that's it from me. It's out.